So tell me a little bit about what you do and you know where you come from and you know kind of how you grew up.
Yeah, dude. So, man, I've done many podcasts, so like I'll make it to the point where I'm ADD, dude. I'll sit here 45 minutes and literally tell my story. So I started at 9 years old, man. My dad, it wasn't a normal childhood, dude. Like people grew up, cartoons and stuff. I grew up battling my dad straight up, and like from the age I was born until like 9 or 10 years old, me and my dad were like this, and like he showed me the whole music scene, and then I met Ali from the St Lunatics. That's right when Nelly all popped off.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, St Lunatics is Nelly's group, and dad hit the crack pipe, and he's like he lost, like he was gone. You know what I'm saying? We lost everything, but when I met Ali, he was like, "Dang kid, you're a star," and like that, some inside of me do this, and like from then I started throwing shows. I started actually recording. Long story 10 years later, I get a phone call from him saying like, "Yo, you know who this is? Signed me to Deerty Ent. We all we got." And that's right when I just dropped out of college, and because I told him like, "All right, I just broke my leg. I had a full ride for soccer, and but the next day, my fiance, who's my fiance now, which back then was just my chick, she pregnant." And I was like, "Oh," so I mean, I was like on grind mode. I'm 19 years old, about to have a kid, about to raise a kid, and I couldn't even raise myself. I was ratchet, bro. I'm talking alcoholic to the full. I get my deal, and I'll tell you what, man. Like I thought I had the job as the mayor, but I wasn't even ready for the job as a janitor. Like straight up, I was young, dumb. My dad left, so it's like I had no male role models and whatnot. So I went out to LA, went to Universal Records. Like he took me there, blah blah blah. And I was kind of getting the runaround. But it was process. I thought it was the runaround, but really it was the process. So I left my deal. He let me go, just out of love, because he knew I was young, dumb. I was sitting in my mom's basement, trapping. That's how I was making money, and I heard of it. And I met Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and instantly he was like me and him did it went from, hey, if you can get out to LA, I'll listen to you. I got out to LA. He was like, man, like 4 songs of him listening to me. The 5th song that we played was a beat for us to make our song called "Scraping the Sky." My old name was Yak Boy Fresh. That's what I went by. And then, long story short, dude, we did a whole nationwide tour with them. I ended up in Hollywood. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. It's where I'm at right now. But in a little town, it's North County. It's called Hazelwood. So I was always like Hazelwood to Hollywood, Hazelwood to Hollywood. Yeah. And I was realizing that I'm Hazelwood and not Hollywood, and like bad with the drugs. I was lost. I wasn't at a peace of mind, and I was hurting, dude. So the Holy, which I know now, like my faith is strong now, dude. And I moved back home, got back with my fiance, because I lived the rock star life, dude. I ain't gonna stunt, and it's like everyone's American dream, but it was my worst because I didn't know who I was. So came home, I got into sales. I started making all types of money. And it made me realize, dang, it takes money. It takes to make the money to realize, bro, it ain't about money. It's about making an impact, and the income will follow, making the difference, and the dollar will appear, dude. So it's like, I've always done this music, but when I was in the sales job, I was like, they got these things called chargeback or something, and they cancel. You got to pay that commission back. So I was all pissed off, and I'm in the around with my boombox. I'm like, I'm out here fighting chargebacks, like messing around. Recording them, because like right now I'm on my microphone. Like I've been doing this forever, dude. Recording my engineer myself. I taught myself Pro Tools, so I don't go to studios. I go to mine. I record myself and master and everything. And I felt my calling, dude. Like one day I did a theme song for someone. It's like, wow, dude. Like I put my melody to everyone's message and help everyone tell their story. Because storyteller, dude. Like you want to cry, let's cry. You want to turn up, let's turn up. I'm 2 years sober now. I quit my job 5 months ago, and like, dude, I've been working with Billie Jean. I am marketing, Cole Hatter, Manny Lopez, Bradley, just so many big names. Best-selling authors, Caleb Maddox, Casey Adams. Today, I just got hit up by Tim Grover. I did a song for him, and I'm the guy. I go get it. You know what I'm saying? People don't come and ask me. I do it I don't ask for permission. I do the damn thing. If you like it, let's rock. I know how
Right.
to lose a battle to win war. Where I'm just ready, man. It's been like right now. If you told me your story, I could go make a banger and send it back to you in literally an hour.
Yeah.
And it's like people are like, "Oh, you're talented," and it's like, "Yeah, I get it. I respect you, but that's 10, 15 years in the making right there. Like the
Exactly.
progress." And you know, they say Van Gogh was like he did something in like 20 minutes, and they were like, "Why would we pay you that?"
Yeah.
You ain't paying for the project. You're paying for my years of experience. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's it. That's it.
dude, and I
Yeah.
have the marketing mindset, and I have the entrepreneur mindset, and it's just put my melody to everyone's message. Do I make Entrepremusic? Like all my songs that you start hearing is deals. It's about like where them leads at. We don't have it. Everybody in the trap is like, oh man, we got trap music. People weren't saying F the police before NWA. So it's
Right.
like, I'm going to complain. I'm going to create genre. I'm going to create music where you can use in your vlogs that actually makes sense rather
Right.
than I'm in the trap. Nah, bro, you can where them leads at me mucking we need. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's there, bro, and I found it, man, and
And
it's a blessing.
this is
And I'm
5 months,
blessed. And
five
that's my
months in the
story in
making,
like
right? That's
less
5 months
than
you've been doing it.
10 years, bro. 10
Yeah.
years because I tell people this like you got to step out of your comfort zone to step into the calling, right?
Yeah.
And you have to understand that a lot because and I don't care if people believe in God or not. That's what that I have a relationship with my higher power. I'm not religious. I grew up Catholic. It made me lukewarm. I ain't rocking with it, but I'm
Right.
telling you, like I read that like it's my handbook, dude, and like I use it into reference, not like David and Goliath with the stone. It's hey, even David smashed his homie's wife, knocked her up, and had his homeboy murked. Like that's how I teach people how the stuff is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like let's be real and relevant and edutain these people, dude. And
Yeah.
it's like I tell people, they're like God doesn't do nothing for me. It's like, look, bro, God made trees. You're supposed to make the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like it's all there. You gotta hustle like it depends on you and pray like it depends on God, but you still gotta grind. It's not like, hey, son, here's your calling. It's like, no, you gotta find your purpose on purpose. And so it's like one subliminal move plus nine subliminal moves doesn't equal 10. It equals big power move. And that's what I feel right now. I can do all this stuff because I was trusting where I was at, complaining about, oh, I'm here. It's like, all right, I'm here. How am I going to manipulate? Not manipulate, but how am I going to tweak the system to where it's going to use for my advantage? Because we
Yeah.
get to decide.
Yeah.
Listen to in your head, man. Your thoughts. You are your thoughts, dude. So even if you got, I'm the best. I'm amazing. Like talk everything into exist. Every client got into existence. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna be rocking with Brad Lee. Dude, I went out to Brad Lee's office last Vegas and he knew I was coming kinda, but
Yeah.
like all on my own dime, flew out there, got like slept on someone's floor, like, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I wasn't leaving, bro. Like, I'm one of those guys. Like, in bed with me if you ain't trying to Netflix and chill, homie, because I'm ready to rock and roll. Go, dude. Like, literally, people are gonna have to kill me to stop me, dog. And it's just the beginning, dude.
Yeah, no, I saw the post
Straight up.
that Brad Lee had posted about you, saying, look what this kid Joey made for me," and I was like, "Oh, that's
Bro, I got
dope."
some bangers for him, dude. I
Yeah,
got bangers for him, dog.
that's dope,
Bangers. Dude. He's cool people, man. Like, he is very, very, very cool. He's Brad Lee. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Like,
Right.
you either love him or you're like, huh? And it's like me. I'm just kind of a street cat. Like that's I ain't no gangster, no
Yeah.
nothing like that. But I'm from an urban area where I'm like, all right, I rock with dude. And you see a lot of those now. And I'm one of them guys, man. Like people need people in you. I can tell you're a cool ass dude. Like people need people like us to make sure that they can relate to, they can vibe with. But
Right.
also, I'm real big and like, everyone wants these materialistic stuff, dude. And I've had the lifestyle, and I'm telling you, it's chasing the wind. It's chasing the devil. If you're not at peace with yourself, that shit's for the birds, dude. So even like with the young bucks, like Casey Adams and Caleb Mack,
Hmm.
and I'm working with a nonprofit called Teens of America, and I'm like, I told him, let me be the face of this, and let me be the glow. Like let me show these people that they shit with the higher power and be hip and be cool and be tatted up, and it's crazy preparation everything was for my promise. I'm in my calling, man.
Yeah. What do you think was like the last straw, like from you transforming from this street urban kid who did music into an entrepreneurial uh, kind of sales guy that does music?
One thing though, I was doing all this stuff out of, and I didn't know how. I'm one of them. I've never let my creative, my creative ability. I don't trip off of it. So creative. Like I've never had the little kid imagination ever leave me. People are like, when you're gonna grow up? To some people, I'm like, when you're gonna wake up? You got to make sure that you are dude still. So I'm touring, I'm doing all this stuff, blah blah blah, but we never knew run ads and sales. Like we were paying people and like they sucked.
Right.
They were just taking our money. So when I came home, it's just crazy because it led me into that. I was like, oh, at first I didn't want to, swallow a pill I call pride because I was like, I'm a rapper. I ain't, getting no job. And I put a headset on like you're wearing.
Yeah.
Like they're teaching me Google ads. And then when I'm all in, I'm all in. And like, I number one sales rep, crushed it, dude. Like ain't nobody, cause I'm talking like, hey, what's up, man? Are you old boy? Like talking like my urban self. It's like, I'm still the exact same urban kid. I just have a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I'm second. It's not about me. It's my way or the highway. It's like, nah, bro, I've been broke down out of the road for a very long time without even knowing it. So now it was just bigger than, dude, and it's bigger than all of us. Once we realize that life isn't even about us, it's about everyone else, and how everyone's, dude, I realized that every obstacle that I've been in was just an opportunity. And I lost a battle to win the war. Like I said, we have to control our thoughts. So my dad's a crackhead. Well, he's like 6 months clean now because I'm at a peace of mind. I said, Dad, come here, dog. I got you. I got you. Like that's my guy again, dude. It's a miracle, and it's nothing. And he's in his word, and it's like, Dad, don't trip. I forgive every single piece of pain in my past because I knew I lost the battle to win the war. So I even look at it as like the daughter at 19. Well, I did that because I need to help all the other teen dads. My dad was a crackhead. Me help all the other son and fathers get back together. You know what I'm saying? It's I know how to need to show these other artists how to run ads because they it's all about music. It's 10% music, 90% business, and it's like every artist, you are a business. No one cares about that. They just want that look. They just want to be that dude, and it's for the birds, man. And when I was like, wow, I can be everyone's number two, that made me my own number one. And I'm providing real value, dude. So my business advice would you were like, what was the last thing to jump into it? Know that where you are at right now, and it sounds corny, but I'm telling you that corny shit leads to that confidence change for real. So it's like I am where I'm supposed to be, and it's like I gotta do my thing with what I got in hands. Don't complain about the cards you've been dealt. You know what I'm saying? Flip them cards up, dude. Like you can feel your own hands. I'm telling you that, man. And some people just need to retrain their brain, bro.
Yeah, and you said before, like 10% music, 90% business, and in order to have a business, you have to learn how to sell. So I think a lot of these artists aren't learning how to sell, so they're stuck in the same spot that they've always been in. And I see it all the time with some of my friends that are rappers. They're stuck in the same spot, but they're way more talented than all these people on the radio. It's like you got to learn how to sell, man.
The best artist in the world, the best rapper in the world is probably never going to be heard because he doesn't understand that you have to be team. Example, back in the day, Nelly and them, when they got signed, I'll just use that for an example because that's my they got signed off of their talent, their look. They're like, wow, somebody took a feeling and was like, look, dude, I feel like I can blow you guys up. And they did it, and look what happened. Nowadays, it's not about the package and everything. It's about what are your numbers? How many views do you have? How many? Okay, are you weird enough? Let's be to get some traction. It's all marketing, man. And it's if you have to be your own machine. If you're not your own machine, you will fail. And you have to, the artist has to learn it, but you better get your homeboy. If he's sitting there watching you do it, you go invest some money and learn into that. Learn how to run ads and do it yourself, man, because you can make a lot of money. There's money everywhere.
Yeah.
everywhere. The amount of money I'm making doing this now, I just smile and sit back. I'm RV in my crib. I'm working with all these millionaires, and
Yeah.
like I'm telling you, small house. I'm still hellas in debt because I invested in myself. I tell people I chose experience over education. And I ain't knocking education, but it's if you want to be a videographer, go to school business. If you think you need to go to school, if you feel like, oh my God, everyone's gonna think I'm something, if I school, all right, well go for business. And then you can take your passion and package it up and present it as a product.
Right.
Your pain, package it up, present it as a product. Take your past, all that, dude. It's you sell the shovel.
Right.
I do. I sell the shovel. All my obstacles are opportunities to sell that shit. So what's your biggest pain? That's your product. What's your past? That's your product. What's your passion? That's your product. You got it. Life's a business. Life's a song. Life's a movie. We all got a story. It's just, I'm telling you, it's going to take somebody like me to say, shit, I'm willing to risk it all to get in front of these type of people. That's why I had no idea. Me and you had no idea who each other were. But it's stuff like this. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. Damn right. I'm down. Because I have a story to tell. And even if I reach one person or, hey, even if I reach you, right, I'm winning.
That's it, man. That's what it's all about. So let's go into like a little bit about hip hop. Like, like the difference between hip hop now and hip hop 20 years ago. Like, how do you feel about like the change, like the mumble rap, like guys like Migos and guys like Lil Pump, like, they just came out and you've been working, your ass off for 15, 20 years, lyrically and just all around better rapper. And these guys just come out and they just blow up. Like, how does that make you feel?
Well, I know that no one ever knows anybody's backstory. So even if I'm not like a fan of specific music, I never knock it. I never tell no one that's whack or anything like that, because music is the sound. Like someone else may feel that because they feel that way. So who am I? You know what I'm saying? That's why my Entrepremusic, it's like entrepreneur is going to feel it. I don't expect anyone that doesn't talk that language to feel it. And it's okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And me, I chose and told myself when I wasn't at peace with myself, I used to envy stuff like that. Like, man, that should be me. Like, I'm a star. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I'm going to be famous, the only reason I want to be famous is because I'm being effective, to society, like in a positive way. I don't want all that other for real, dude. Like, if I'm not making an impact, I don't really want to be known for it like that. Right. And this type of people, it just goes to show that, and I definitely can't knock them because they obviously have a grind and a hustle to get out there. Like I said, you don't go off of talent nowadays. You go off of who knows how to get their own lane and get up in there, and then those people that piggyback off them, shout out to them, their hustle and stuff. And they got a team that knows how to work the system and they know how to work it at the trying times. Like, dude, I don't even listen to rap no more. Like, I don't. Like, I don't listen to rap at all. I listen to like country and like, I listen, if it's on, I listen to it, but I'm in my own lane, dude. Like, music I listen to, it's probably my stuff that I'm making, you know, like sound. I've had it forever. It's like, I have, I've mastered me, and I didn't really want to listen. And I rock with some artists out there, but definitely the mainstream, like I'm good on it. But I get it. I understand it. And shout out to them who's all making money and at peace with themselves. Really shout out to them, dude, because that's what it's all about.
That's it, man. What is your definition of success?
I love that question, bro. My definition of success, I'm successful because, and I always jump back to this, being at peace with yourself. Because once you're at peace with yourself, you can actually realize what success is. And success to me, it's not money, it's not nothing. It's knowing that I'm where I'm at, setting a goal and reaching it, and then I'm successful. But me even understanding that life's bigger, it's money is just a tool to be more effective, and I just want to be more effective. And if that I want to be famous, I'm successful, dude. Like all the other stuff in the past was preparation, but that's success, man. If you think money and all that success, you'll never be satisfied, and you'll never be successful because you'll keep chasing. I tell people how the game goes, how the fame goes. It's like a pot of a rainbow. You can't keep looking and searching, but what you ain't know, you probably already got what you came. and you don't even know what that is because you weren't sitting there in the process. And it's okay to pat yourself on the for 5 seconds, but get back to the grind. Some people, like, I hated my whole time touring. Like, I didn't enjoy it at all, bro. That wasn't success to me because I was miserable. I was flying first class on a trip because I was away from my daughter. I felt like a douchebag because my BM at the time, which my say now, the fact that me and my fiance, which is my baby mama and my high school sweetheart, are, bruh.
Yeah.
It was not like, I never thought, I was like, no, I just knocked somebody up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like,
He's
a writer though, dude. And like, yeah, dude. And like, I used to cheat. Like, I was ratchet, bro. I was ratchet. And she knows that, you know, and it's like, she just, I was in a dark spot. And, you know, she doesn't, it's okay. You know, we broke up. She was messing with other people.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that God let us back together, dude, it's, and my daughter gets to, you know, with her parents, man, and we're happy and we're hip young parents. It's like, it's dope, bro. It's dope.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. That's so how did you I know that you were miserable while you were on your tour, but like for people that do have families, like what advice would you give them to kind of keep that balance between, you know, being away from your family and still being on your grind?
Even this is like not even being away from your family, because one thing that I realized when I, you know, came home, I started, you know, even months ago, was you can be there, but you're really not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be in the same room with somebody, but I'm not, they know my thoughts are not about them. Like, I'm telling you, boy, like, I get lost in the grind sometimes, and I have to jump out of it and get a book and,
That's true.
you know, get my Bible out, and I'm like, oh man, I need to chill out because I will get lost and like consume myself. It's one thing is never, you know, like the stuff do, like I could put 20 people in the room, make a theme song for them, and it will blow their mind. It will blow them. They'll think, oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. And I'll tell everyone that something that's so fantastic will soon become so familiar. So with my fiance, she's familiar with this. She knows how I get down, jumping for joy when I make this stuff. So it made me realize that I need to let other people know as well that just because they're, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, husband, mom, dad, brother, sister, son, daughter, they can't see what you see. They can't feel what you feel. And you need to be okay with that. And even if they're, you know, I used to kind of guilt trip her, she would say, and like I feel her, I think I didn't mean to, but I was doing it. Like, she's like, dude, like everybody ain't got to be Joey, you know, and everybody didn't have to have this big vision.
Mm-hmm.
Like, understand that other people have their vision and you have your vision. You just have to respect people's vision and make sure it's a priority. And you gotta, you know, people are like, oh, I don't know how to balance it. Man, make it a priority. Because once you make it a priority and it's an everyday thing and it becomes a habit, and they actually see that, the moment that they see that you will give it all up for them, like you're like, give this all up for you. I will right now. And they believe that, they won't let you play with them. They ain't gonna make you give it up, because then you're gonna be miserable, and then it's like, we're not gonna work anyway. Love, because you ain't showing me love, you know. So it's, you gotta, a lot of people get guilt tripped, dude, of, oh, he's trying to do this music thing, or oh, he's trying to grind, entrepreneur, it's the new cool thing. It's like, if this deep path, you gotta be real with yourself. It's like, you know, people, when I was soccer, I was the soccer player that was dope at rapping.
Mm-hmm.
You think they gave me permission to be the dope rapper that was good at soccer? No, man, you gotta just make sure that you don't ask permission. Like, make it familiar, make it new. You know, no one's gonna be like, go do that. People always post their songs like, you guys think I should finish this? It's like, all right, well, you're doing that for a marketing purpose, but who cares? Like, finish it, drop it, you know? And, you know, that's kind of contradicting myself because I have so much music in my computer, but I think like now I created all this music. So when these clients need bangers, and with Brad Lee, for an example, I sent Brad Lee 3 songs in an hour and a half because after I talked with him, my song, it was already done, but I just put his name in there. It fit him perfect. I was like, oh wow, he's gonna be like, what the hell? You know, it's like, be prepared for an opportunity that might never happen, rather than the opportunity come to you and you're like, shit, like, dude, I'm strapped up, ready to go. Like, with whoever, whenever, it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have, like, what's up? Like, this is what I do, man.
I'm
And
dropping bombs.
I'm dropping bombs. Sure, bro.
That's dope, man. That's really dope. Cool, man. Well, do you have any CDs out, or what's your you got any mixtapes?
So here's what I'm doing, and I don't know when you're dropping this. So like I haven't dropped music like that in forever. But what I'm doing is going to be called. You can go to the website, thestudioceo.com. If you want like your own custom theme song, I always whip them up. And then I send a video.
It kind of broke up. What was the website?
The Studio CEO.
Okay.
.com. And if you want a theme song or anything like that, that's my main concern, is like providing my value. But I got a lot of stuff that I call Entrepremusic. So in about a week, Entrepremusic.com, you'll be able to go check out all my songs there, download them, use them in your. But I'm not doing the whole iTunes, Spotify stuff, man. Like, I ain't no coupon, ain't nobody listening to my stuff for 99 cents. You can go rock with me on my website, and then if you want to download the song to have, awesome. But you also have full rights to, you know what I'm saying, use them in your vlogs, because a lot of entrepreneurs don't have music to relate to them, dude. So it's like, if you're sitting there talking about marketing and you go away and you need some music, and I'm over here talking about marketing, you need that, bro. So it's a real solution. And I'm not on some superstar artist. Like, I know that other people are going to try to do what I'm doing. I'm on some Diddy Jay-Z shit.
Yeah.
Rock with me, and I'll make sure you get seen and make sure you get known. If you're really about what you're talking about, I'm not just taking random rappers that never been in sales. Like, I should damn near say 2 years of sales experience, because you know your language. That's the difference between poor people and rich people, bro.
Yeah.
Is vocabulary, your language. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, when I say and when I say retargeting, and like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, and they won't, so it is what it is, bro. But Instagram, it's Joey.Yak. Facebook is Joey Yak. The studio CEO.entrepremusic.com. And I'm telling you, man, you got this interview right here. I can't wait to 6 months from now, because I'm telling you, I'm over here about to scale this mother. Whoa!
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have you back on in 6 months, man. We're gonna see the progress and just the growth, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to listening to all that stuff, like, because like you, man, I'm kind of getting tired of listening to the rap and the hip hop, and like I sit and I listen to reggae mostly. Like, I just listen to just all like iration and stuff like that. But I mean, it's because like the rap is all the same, like everything's the same. But if I had something that I could relate to, like sales or something like that, and I could just put something on and just chill, and like I need something that's gonna help me be better. And the rap and the music that's out right now is not helping me be better. Like, it's making me want to go, sell some drugs or pimp out my ride.
Dude, I'm telling you, listen to this. So even when I found like my spiritual side and everything, I'm in whatnot, and I'm in chargeback, so I wasn't getting no commission. Yeah. And like, dude, I slipped up once. I ain't even gonna stun. I'm open to say, because I'm not perfect. Like I knew, I knew who was rocking with some stuff. Like, I knew someone that needed something, and I was like, I didn't even have to touch it, and I made like $600, and I no, and it was all because I put on some trap music, and they were talking about moving weight. So it's like, bad company corrupts good character. So it's like, not just the people who you're around, you let going in your ears. Like, your job that you're at, it might be toxic, but you might have to eliminate people. Like, I had a 15-minute break, 2 15-minute breaks and 30-minute breaks at work. People cigarette breaks, and people are a little clicked up in huddles. I was in my van reading or listening to a podcast or doing something that's going to better me. It's like, I know it sounds corny, but that corny shit leads to the confidence change, and you'll start believing all them thoughts that come in, dude. And it's like, so I'm telling you, dude, like, I'm gonna change some shit, dude, to where people are like, oh, I'm going to listen to Joey Yak. That stands for you already know. And if they don't know by the end of this episode, they never will.
Good shit, man.
Damn right.
Cool, man. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor having you on my show, man. I'm gonna probably release this probably tomorrow. So I'm like you, man. I'm in and out like real quick. On to the next one. But I definitely
send
want
me
to
over
work
some
with you.
clips or over this video if you can, dude, and I'll post it.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Can you do that?
I think so. Let me. I'm gonna hit record. Just one last. I'm gonna hit stop record. But just one last thing. If you can leave the world with your message, what would it be? One message.
I'm lost and found, but never finished, because know-it-alls know nothing at all if you don't remain a student. And if you're not dead, you're not done. So get dead and let's get it done, baby. Yeah.
Oop, there it is. There it is.
Fire!
It's there.